And our first two periods at all, I liked them. As a matter of fact, San Jose plays an unusual style of game. I think you're going to see these guys play a little bit more. They're trying to play better defensively, so it'll be a bit more of a grinder here tonight. Like the first two, and then the result. So when you give up a goal, like you're killing a penalty, and we struggled a little on our PK, and then you throw one in the stands and they score, the bench just tightens, right? But in the last 5 minutes of that game, I felt these guys, I mean, they're positive, they're up, they believe they can tie games when the goalie's out. So having it happen, and then pretty dominant control, I thought, of the overtime, and then having a good result kind of cements that we'll always be dangerous right to the end of the game.
The top line continues to be the top producing
Yeah.
line. How have they been able to possess the puck so well?
Well, that's it, right, what you just said, and they do it on close support. So all of those guys can make a 3-foot pass and with a little sauce on it. Like, they can control the puck in so many tight areas that's how they've been able to dominate. Now we've got to find some of the right pieces kind of in the other line, because you don't want to break those guys up, because there is something, I think, special there, and I think they're going to have big nights. They're going to have nights where things don't go for them, but they're still going to be a great line. But then they're going to have some big nights. There's just too many good opportunities there, so I want to leave those guys together as long as we can.
Do you have an update on Patrick Hornquist?
So we'll list him as day-to-day. We'll be cautious with it, but I do not think it's a long-term injury.
Any changes to the lineup?
So White comes back in off of, and that was almost precautionary, keeping him out the last game. He wasn't at 100%, and just thought, we'll just keep healthy guys in the lineup. So he skated the day of the games, so he's back and ready to go. So we got 12 healthy forwards going in.
And then he will be the starting goaltender.
Yeah, Bob goes back in.
600 games for him in net.
Oh, good. Thank you for that. I didn't know that.
What's the significance of that milestone for a player, and just what can be said?
Well, for a goalie especially, right? So it seems like it's 1,000 games for a player, and for a goaltender to be afforded 600 starts, that's a lot of coaches with a lot of confidence in you and your game, and then a lot of resilience. I've always thought that the goaltenders have a different level of mental toughness just to be able to survive the position. So you get into a number, anything over 400 starts in the NHL as a goaltender, you're a pretty mentally tough lad.
And then just the few months that you've been able to get to know him, just what has stood out to him about his
just more routine and work ethic. This guy is absolutely not casual about his preparation. He has wired in his routines before, after, he believes in them, and they're hard. So he puts the time in to be great. He's absolutely a full-on pro.
Perfect.